Hey everybody, Jake here for Dude Ranch DIY. Welcome back to the channel. I just hopped in the truck. It is a pretty rainy, dreary day, and we are headed up to an undisclosed location to pick up a new attachment for the tractor. I'm pretty excited about it, and we're going to have a little talk with the owner, and then later in the video, probably not today, but later in the video, we will be hooking it up to the tractor, and I think it's going to really help out with things back in the wood yard, especially now that we have this conveyor for the firewood. So I'm excited to go pick it up. We will check back in once I get up there. Well, all right, guys, I am here with Tim at Big Tool Rack HQ up here in Lakeside, Connecticut. As you can see here, it's got all sorts of cool toys. But the one thing I'm up here to pick up is their new Big Tool Rack Drawbar. It basically goes on the back of the tractor on the 3-point hitch, and it allows you, what, to just put in a standard 2-inch receiver, Tim?
To tow a trailer, move things around.
Yeah.
3-point drawbar.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that with the conveyor now, the firewood conveyor, how I have the dump trailer positioned underneath it, when it's full, it's pretty heavy for the tractor to be able to move. But I think with this drawbar, I should be able to pick up the dump trailer no problem and pull it out from underneath the conveyor, and then we can get all the wood stacked up. But while I'm here, I'm gonna do a little tour around here. Tim has the Big Tool Rack yard rack on the back of a Cub Cadet here. So it's a slightly smaller version, but still just as handy for those that don't have a compact tractor. And then, of course, the ultimate rack over here. And even you can use a Big Tool Rack as a grill.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah, that one
the grill master.
is probably the tastiest Big Tool Rack out there.
Well, we have a lot of fun with that. It's great.
Well, Tim is loading up a new Big Tool Rack into this gentleman's truck. Just drove down from Massachusetts. The proud new owner of a red Big Tool Rack. But looks like he has some stuff in the back of the truck. So we were able to get the Big Tool Rack in, as well as a skid steer quick attach 3-point hitch adapter plate here. And got a proud new Big Tool Rack owner.
Gonna get himself in trouble.
Okay guys, so here we are a couple days later after picking up this new Big Tool Rack drawbar. It was raining, just miserable weather all day yesterday and most of the day today. The sun just decided to peek out, so I figured let's get this thing unwrapped and set up, and we can try it out with the tractor down in the wood yard. So this thing was packaged quite well. There isn't really much along the lines of assembly, I don't think, but you do have to put on the quick hitch bushings, and it also comes with let's see here, I think this is the category 1 and 2 pins for the top link. Yep, and it has all of the, so it comes with 3 of these linch pins, and then 2 different style top pins, although I think I'm going to be using this one. So, oh, and in the bushing kit, comes with the larger bushing for your top link. So we'll get that set right there. And put that on like that. Now we got the bushings and these push pins. I don't know. I don't really know what these things are called. All right, and there's two. So we got some extra hardware here, as well as Tim was nice enough to give us an extra bushing kit for another accessory or implement. So we're gonna leave that stuff off to the side. But here is the first look at the big tool rack drawbar. This thing looks really nice. I like the cutting of the BTR. So let's go get it on the tractor. All right, guys, here we are a couple days later after picking up the drawbar attachment from Tim up at Big Tool Rack. And as you can see, we got it on the back of the tractor and it just did a beautiful job of pulling out the SureTrack dump trailer. Now, yes, I know I have a lunette ring on here, which is designed for a pintle hitch, but we are not driving anywhere, simply just pulling it out. That way we can get the wood that's in the dump trailer stacked up. And it did a really great job. Pulled it out from underneath the conveyor. It's definitely not full of wood, but you know, we got a little bit in there, some ash, and it's rained the past couple days, so I'd like to get it all stacked up. And nothing more convenient than coming down to the wood yard with the drawbar in the back of the big tool rack. It's big brother. Dropping the big tool rack off the quick hitch, pulling the drawbar out, and quickly slapping it on. It literally took like 10 seconds to put this thing on the quick hitch. Super convenient. I love that it's designed for the quick hitch and not just for the, you know, standard 3-point hitch. It makes it way easier. That way I don't have to go around and take off the quick hitch every time I want to use this thing. Because as you guys know, now with this conveyor, we're going to be splitting a lot more often into the back of the SureTrack dump trailer. So that just makes a huge difference. This thing looks to be pretty stout. It comes with everything you need. Really nice finish on it. I'm sure this thing is going to serve me for many, many years to come. And it's going to be a huge help around here on the property, just from moving, you know, the log splitter around. Pretty soon we're going to have a hitch on the conveyor. I have another little utility trailer up by the Shelter Logics that I use. I have a couple other like little, you know, like yard implements that I can tow around. But I was always forced to have to use the ATV, which does a number on the lawn. So now that I can tow around these little implements and trailers and stuff with the tractor, it's just going to be way easier. So big tool rack drawbar. I'll put a link for it down in the description below. and use the code DudeRanch5 to get a discount on your next big tool rack order. Okay guys, we're gonna get this wood stacked up. I got 1 tote of bulk firewood here. It's almost full. We're gonna finish that one. And I got another one to fill up here. And then this tote is all bundle firewood, all the centers, barkless stuff, nice straight square pieces. So that's gonna make some really nice bundlers on that new brute force bundler, electric bundler we got in the garage that you guys saw in the last video. So I'm gonna throw you guys on a quick time lapse, speed things up, and get this stuff stacked up. Well guys, that is it. I don't know if you could tell, but it's getting dark. The flash on the camera's on. Got the trailer emptied out. We got half a tote of bulk firewood here, and we finished filling up the IBC tote of bundle firewood. I think this stuff is gonna be really nice. It's gonna make some nice bundles. We also filled up this tote that was already mostly filled. You can see just kind of that top layer there of the wet wood we put in. So we got like 2.5 totes filled today, which is great. Always trying to get more wood over here to the drying area. Now I did have to bring my truck in, I'm almost embarrassed to say, because the battery on this trailer has been slowly dying for the past like 8 months, and I keep putting on different chargers and stuff, and it works and it works, and then it doesn't, depending on how much I've been dumping it. But now the fact that I'm going to be using the tractor with the new big tool rack drawbar to move the trailer around, you know, I'm pulling it out from underneath the conveyor. I'm not going to have, you know, any power on the tractor to get me out of a jam like I do here. When I do get in a jam, I just plug it in to the back of my truck, and I have auxiliary power. So I am going to have to bite the bullet and get a new battery for the dump trailer. But all in all, it was a good afternoon. We got some stuff done and got to try out the new big tool rack drawbar. So I'm excited to keep using that in the videos. Thanks so much to Tim and all the team at Big Tool Rack for making such a quality product. They really, I think their slogan is built to haul it all. And as you can see on my big tool rack, it's always loaded down with stuff, and it's always on the back of the tractor because it's just so useful. So guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I gotta get inside before it gets too much darker and get these totes lined up to dry. So as always, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button down below. Questions, comments, or feedback, throw it down there in that comments section. But for now, I'm Jake. This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next time.